That's going to feel huge then. Good. Good. Go big or go home, right? Ahoy, salty dogs! Welcome to the Star Squadron server. My name is Lenscap, and this is episode number 5 of the year 2. I remembered of the Star Squadron server. Today we're removing this. We're getting rid of it. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it being here. It's in the way. It was just temporary, and we're gonna move it. We're gonna build a new building. This is going to be really cool. So I've been working on this stuff. We need basic factories. That's plenty of those. Do I have advanced? Yep, I've got those as well. Do I have... Oh, man, tons of factory enhancers. Cool. I've been watching some videos of trying to get some inspiration for what we want this building to look like. And I'm thinking steel mill. That's going to be pretty cool. So in preparation for this, I built another little elevator right here. We're going to put it in this area. Kind of like we had originally planned. These rooms, I didn't show you these. I decorated these rooms. Am I in build mode? I'm not. I decorated these rooms to be like little... like guest rooms. Here, let's take a look at them real fast, and then we'll get to building. Hey, let me know in the comments if you guys like. I've got two kind of formats of videos that I do, and I like to change it up. But this one is going to be more building and cutting, and like more like progress updates as we build something. And the other format is more like the last episode where I do a bunch of stuff off camera. And then we all get together and I kind of explain everything that I worked on. And yeah, that's what happens. So let me know in the comments which one you like better, or if you like a mix of both, or kind of what goes on there. So first we've got Cap's quarters. This is my room. This is basic, dude. There's nothing fancy here. I just kind of put together a little place that I can have like a bed area, whatever. I'll probably put my respawnator in here, which actually I should make one of those. I've got like a little kitchenette, but it's mostly just kind of decoration there. There's a storage chest with nothing in it. I put cargo modules not linked to anything, so it looks like there's boxes. There's like a desk, a ladder. I did ladders with slabs this time. I had been doing them with wedges, which now that we can do slabs, I'll do them with slabs probably. There's like a loft area with my bed. Maybe I will somehow work my respawnator into the bed or something. I've got a little viewing room. I was thinking about, and I probably will do this actually because I thought this was a cool idea, removing this room and replacing it with a docked entity like an escape pod. I think that would be cool. You know, then I've got an escape pod right off my room. I've got lights. Can turn off the lights. It gets very dark. They're labeled. It says lights. I like that. And the two guest rooms are basically the same. Visitors' quarters. There's a permission block in the floor, so visitors can open the doors. Well, there's a permission block there too, but that's for the lights, which are off. Let's turn them on. So there's lights. Like I said, both of these rooms are the same. The only difference is the plant that's on the table. But they've got like a seating area, like a desk or something, and they've got a little loft area as well, which their beds actually are two, like the half-size blocks, and mine is the three-quarter-size block. So I might change mine, actually. I like the half better. But that's it. Oh, let me turn the lights off. We're not a barbarian. We don't leave lights on when we exit the rooms. All right, so that's that. For today's episode, we're going to work on the steel mill, which is where we're going to put our factories. So, again, we're going to build it out of gray hull, and maybe we'll add colors later. I definitely want to do some... Oh, I guess I never hooked that back up. Okay, I'm going to have to hook that back up. Oh, good, I've got gravity down here. So I'm going to find a build block. There's one. We're going to hop in and get started. First, I'm just going to lay kind of like the basic foundation of the building. and I'll cut back in a couple moments with a progress update. All right, so the first thing we want to build is kind of like our paint booth area where we can produce all of our paints. I figured we'd start here with like a doorway, and we're just gonna make a very simple doorway into this room. We might put like pipes and stuff, I think, along the wall, but this is gonna be a very, very like shallow room. Maybe only 2 or 3 blocks deep. Let's expand our Z to about 6 blocks. And so there's not going to be a lot of space in here for moving around or anything other than really producing paint. We don't need a big area for this, honestly. So what we're going to do, let's make sure we've got all of our paint colors on the hotbar. I think what we'll do is I need the gray hull as well. And I'm going to need those too before I need the lights. What is that? Okay, so let's do it. Let's start it right here. And then what we want is we want to kind of orient the paint in a rainbow configuration just because that makes the most sense to me. So we'll do red, orange, yellow, and then next we need green, blue, purple. There are 8 different colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then white, and then black. So that gives us all of our colors. That looks pretty good. The only thing maybe is if we do black first, but nah, it's fine. So now we need a basic factory for each. That's nice. Maybe we do extend this one further out. Not 400 blocks. Like 3 is probably fine. Oh. So we'll extend this maybe one further block out just because I don't want it to take up a lot of room, but I don't want it to feel too crowded. But that's about as big as we need for this. Especially, I want to keep it as compact as we can for a plan that I have later for the other room. So, I think that's going to do it for our paint booth, though. Pretty small. We need to find a way to work in some light as well. I have been doing ceiling lights, so I'll probably continue that. I think since this is kind of like a factory, industrial feeling area, do we want the ceiling too high? I kind of want it to feel kind of cramped and crowded. Here, let's get down in here. Let's try it with a too high ceiling and just see how crowded that actually feels. We'll see if that feels bad or if it does feel crowded or if it's too claustrophobic. Oh, it's very dark in here. Let's put some lights in. That'll do for lights. And that gives us whatever. I mean, that's pretty tight. Pretty tight quarters. If we give it too much area, though, yeah, maybe we raise the ceiling one more. That'll be fine. We don't have to restrict ourselves by doing this, but we do want it to feel kind of crowded and tight. And I feel like it does that anyway without the ceiling being so low. So we'll tighten that up. No, because it's an even number. The next bit we're going to work on is actually where the factories themselves go. So we'll need basic factories, we'll need standard and advanced factories. I figured the way that we'll do this is we're going to have 4 different factories. We're going to have a section that does 1 each, a section that does 50 each, 100 each, and 1,000 each. And we'll just stack them like that. Or should we go horizontal maybe? Let's look at it horizontal and see if we like that idea better. Actually, I think I would like that better. It seems like it takes up less room. But we'll just put them all together like this. I see no reason. Maybe we put the basic ones on top, actually. I think that makes more sense as well. But I see no reason to kind of spread them out real crazy or anything. So that kind of works for me. And that is going to be about the apex of our working area for this factory idea. The rest of it is going to be decorative stuff for the most part. We're going to decorate the crap out of this area and make it look really fun and functional. So I'm going to do a little bit of planning, and we'll come back with our next kind of little bit. All right, so I flipped these over. I thought that looked a little better. I decided to go for safety rails made out of this hazard striping. We might remove that and just not have safety rails. Live dangerously. So I put a rail here. I figured we're doing this whole industrial rails everywhere kind of feel for the rest of the base. So I thought we'd make something in here that kind of works off rails too. This isn't going to be like logic intense or anything. It's going to be a square that just travels around, but you really only see one part of it. So it kind of looks like it's producing a thing. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to spawn in a ship core, and we're going to call this Crucible. We'll have to name it Cap as our prefix because we're Lenscap. Crucible. Did I spell that right? I'm pretty sure that's right. We're going to hop in this ship core. Let's go into build mode. So the front is that way, which doesn't really matter very much. We are going to go ahead and we're just going to build, we're going to make this really plain and kind of plain Jane feeling a little bit, but it is going to be like a steel crucible, like you would see, you know, in a steel mill. Do we want it bigger than that? I think we do. I think we want it much bigger than that. I think we make it 3 wide. I think that would be much better. So let's make it 3 by 2. Kind of as our dimensions there. I think that would work. So, and this is going to sit on the rail and kind of spin around, kind of go around, and you know, as we're working on stuff in the factory, it'll just add a little bit of motion, and I think that'll be cool. And we don't, oops. So we don't need that block there permanently. Hopefully we don't make this too big. That's my biggest concern, is that this ends up looking too big and it just looks silly. But I guess we'll build it and then we'll decide if it needs to be smaller or bigger or what. Come on. Okay. So how's that gonna feel? Is that about the size we want? I think it is. I think that's about the size we want. Maybe oriented, let's think. Yeah, maybe oriented the other direction though. So instead of like that, we'll do it like this. And, oh. 1, 2, 3, like that. I think that'll be better. I think that'll be a little better. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the walls on. Now this is going to be like the most rectangular or square crucible you've ever seen, but whatever, it works. Now actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we are going to have to go 3 wide because it's kind of like an odd shape, so we need an odd number of blocks because we have to be able to find a middle. So that'll be okay. I just didn't plan ahead enough. That's going to feel huge then. Good. Good. Go big or go home, right? I think that'll be fine. We want it to be at about the level of... maybe a little bit, maybe a block lower than the level that the player's eyes are while it's going around. So we're gonna have to put some kind of support or suspension in that it hangs from. I did only grab 5 pieces of lava, so I'm gonna have to go back and get a couple more. We're gonna need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, so we're gonna need 9. So, does it matter that the ship core is not in the center? No, it doesn't matter at all. Okay, so now we're gonna need some paint buckets. Do we have black? Oh, we're not in, okay. Okay, well, that's the idea. I got the idea out. You can kind of see the design come into shape. I'm going to go ahead and put it together, get it on the rails, and let's see what it looks like. Oh, here it comes. Nice. Okay, perfect timing. So, here we go. This is the thing. I think it looks okay. I'd like to be able to see more of it, though. It's, oh, we aligned to it. Okay. I'd like to see more of it, though. I really like the shape of the bucket. It looks cool. I like the crane kind of thing it's hanging from. Oh, I do think I want to make one change real quick, and it's so hard to make changes in this because, first of all, it's moving. Second of all, it's all like slabs and stuff, so it's really difficult, like, even to just get inside of it properly. That's what she said. Here's what I was gonna do. Slab facing upwards like this, and just put it right there. I wonder if it would look better as hazard, actually. Let's try that. I'm not sure if I like that better or not. I think I like just the regular slab better. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like that better. Okay, here's what I was talking about. Oh no, I'm gonna die in the lava. Okay. So, you have to, it's weird to do this. You have to, first of all, we have to wait for it to get somewhere where we can place a block, but you have to take out the blocks, I guess, in the back of it, and then put them back in astronaut mode. So here's the back of it. So we gotta take out these two. There we go, and now we can get out. And now we can, now that we're in astronaut mode, we can place them back, but you can't place the slab in astronaut mode. You have to go into like build block, like into a build block, and then you can change it into slab, and then you can place the slab once you come out back into astronaut mode. It doesn't, the slabs are a little weird. Like you can't switch to a slab while you're in astronaut mode, and you can't switch from a slab while you're in astronaut mode either. So I'm not quite, I missed. So I'm not quite sure on that one. Also, this is really difficult sometimes. There we go. Okay. So that's it. That's our crucible. I'm not sure what to do about this building, though. I wanted it to look like it kind of disappears back into the darkness or whatever of that. And it does that pretty well. I feel like I did a good job of that. I'm happy with the outcome there. But, well, let me just show you. Let me show you. I'm doing a couple last-minute edits, but I can deal with that later. It's just this big gray box hanging out right here. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm going to have to find a way to decorate it, but we'll probably have to save that for another episode. We might work a little bit more on this, but it's pretty much, that's the idea of it. I'm thinking what we'll probably do is, we might do a little bit of decorating. Yeah, let's tidy it up a little bit. I'm not doing the fine details until I get the factory system up and running. So we'll do stuff like decorative pipes and all that stuff in a future episode. We'll probably go about and decorate the whole station with that kind of stuff. All at once we get there, but for now we're just kind of getting the shape, the general idea, and what we're doing with that. I'm not sure what to do with this open part. I might just glass it and leave it open. I might build a factory floor. I was thinking about having little robots that roam around the station on rails. I thought that would be kind of cool. Maybe put some down here working, but the way that this thing is, though, because it's so big, if we were going to put a worker robot, we'd have to put him down here, and you wouldn't really be able to see him from the platform up there. You could only see him from maybe like this building where the shipyard thing is going to be, the controller for the big shipyard. You could see him from there, maybe. I don't really plan on having a building over here, but that's a possibility above the storage tanks. That's a possibility as well. I'm not quite sure. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more on this. We might even be able to get the factories running, and it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to clear this off today, though. I still have to figure out where I want to put the cargo. I was thinking about putting it on this platform, but right now I'm using this platform as kind of like a test area, so I kind of want to leave that as a test area. So I'm not sure about that yet. Darn it. There's not quite enough space in this for all my factories. I have 568 blocks left. I measured it out before I started. I have exactly enough blocks, so this factory still needs those 568 blocks to hit 1,000. All of the other ones are done. This one has 1,000, this one has 1,000, and I actually can, oh, you know what I can do? There is one extra here and here. So I can remove those, and that'll give me 2 more blocks that I can place. I'm desperate for spots here. Gosh, this was like filling in ship systems, dude. It's so tight in there. Look. Let's see if we can fly in and look. There's not really a lot of extra space. Let's see. We can ride on this thing, kind of, while we go through here. So, it's tight. It's tight. This touches everywhere on all sides. This is not a full block, but it takes up a full block, so I couldn't put anything there. But, like, it's tight, dude. Yeah, every block touches this thing. All the edges do. The only other places that I could put blocks maybe are, like, down this middle section where I'm standing. That could work, actually. We might be able to swing that. Interesting thought, though. I hadn't considered putting them here, but that might actually work. We were able to stand here the whole time, so we know there's space. I don't think there are 568 blocks available doing that, but I guess it would work. But that did accomplish one thing that I kind of wanted to do, and that was make it darker inside there. But you kind of get these little glowing bits from the factory enhancers, which I like that, actually. So we might just leave that. One edit that I might make to our initial design is I found that there's extra room here. So I'm thinking we'll replace this with a full block like that. And then we actually can replace that wedge as well. I think that's not going to hit. If it doesn't, actually, then we've got a little bit more room. No, that's going to hit. That's going to hit. That won't work. It get caught on that slab. But we can do this, and we'll do it over here too. Just so it kind of hides those blocks better. Although, I like this shape better. I don't think I'm going to actually do that. I almost like that opening better. Anyway, guys, that's all the time I've got for today. We'll have to decorate the outside of this thing. Wow. In a future episode. But thank you for tuning in. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a like. Hit that like button. It really helps us YouTubers out. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned.